Hello Total War Gamers, my name is Deacon and welcome to this online battle against JonTaun in ShadowOnlineGaming's YouTuber tournament. This is actually my third battle. It's the fourth round of the tournament, but I didn't have any battles in the first round. And when deploying, I was thinking, okay, let's just grab the high ground. There's a slight ridge here and a hill over there. So I positioned my entire army on the left and I was going to go and try and draw up a line here in front of the tower. But as you'll see, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in slow-mo. Here is where I draw up my line. So I meant to go over there and deploy here. But by the time deployment ends, you'll see it's going to be nothing like that. I'll be like a bit here and a bit there and a bit there, but one of the units is going to go actually presenting a flank there. And also I thought I was a lot more closer to the hill's edge than JonTaun here. So but he's going to arrive roughly the same time around this place here, which is going to catch me off guard and kind of makes me panic. Also because JonTaun he's like a celebrated tournament winner, and this is actually my first tournament, and I had been away from multiplayer since December. I did a lot in September, October, November after Warhammer 2 came out, and then I kind of left for Third Age Total War and did a lot of campaigning there. Let's check JonTaun's army. He's got 2 Reichsguard, he's got 2 Outriders, he's got Royal Out of Griffites, and I fear this unit because I think he's going to kill my dragons. And then there's 3 regular swordsmen without XP, 2 double chevron spearmen, the others over here. There's Sigma's sons. Then he's got a Witch Hunter, the Celestial Wizard, for some vortexes, and then here is Volkmar the Grim on his awesome War Altar. Let's take a little look here. And he's got Terror, is unbreakable, and then he comes with an array of powerful magic, as you will see. The thing with vortexes is that it can go either way. It's uncontrollable. But it's gonna hurt, you'll see. I've got 4 white lines of Crace, and then 2 triple chevron spearmen. I've got 2 Loden Seaguard with shields, 1 regular archer. I've got a light mage to do net of Amintok. I think I brought it because I wanted to snare some of his heavier cav and then eat them, so that he would be without killing power, and hopefully my infantry could kill off his infantry. I was also planning to do net of Amintok and then a double breath attack from my dragons, but I'm gonna lose micro pretty quickly after my deployment gets screwed up, as you'll see. What else is there? It's the princess, where for range she got the charge bonus, a buff to the charge bonus as ability, and then here is a regular star dragon. And it's a tricky pick because basically Empire, let's put the battle in full throttle here, has every tool to take down dragons if they want. But it's basically gonna be my panic and mismicroing my dragons that is gonna kill me anyway. It's a short battle. It's probably the shortest of my battles, and also kind of the most embarrassing, because you'll see. For some reason my lines didn't really end up where I had ordered them, and I'm still drawing up my lines here. My archers, I had planned them to be over here on the left flank behind my line, but they are running ahead of my lines here now, and even with a flank. So as soon as I see his swordsmen, I'm just gonna say, okay, I'm gonna sacrifice this unit here and pin them at least, whilst the rest of my army it gets into its proper position. But right away, and that it's just it's a freebie charge for JonTaun really. And then I think, okay, let's just make use of it and drop some armor piercing white lines of Crace on him, but to no avail. He just pulls out right at the right time. In the meantime, my White Lines of Grace here get charged by the Royal Altar of Gryphites. I'm going to respond with Net of Amentok and a breath attack, which is going to do some good damage to the Royal Altar of Gryphites. But it takes me some time to realize that he's got like 2 Outriders and perhaps also the Witch Hunter firing on my princess here. Okay, and now here, oh, hold on. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Look at this banishment going off right in the middle of my Lothern Seaguard and my Spearmen. They were healthy a moment ago, and now they're both down to half health. And then here goes the party. So these guys have done nothing but standing here. They had 0 kills, and they're just gonna go all into the vortex here. Lothern Seaguard is losing morale. They are down to a quarter strength of their unit. So that's its 2 units gone right off the bat there. And they're also wavering, and they're going to run, and they're effectively pulled from the battle alongside with the Spearmen that I had sent in advance. And also on this flank, I did press my my spares in there, but it's just against the swords. They're already losing the matchup. There was a chain lightning going off here earlier. Volkmar is already in the back. So much happened so quickly at the same time that I couldn't keep up really. And as you can tell, I've done my breath attack on the Royal Altar of Gryphites, but since then my dragons have been stationary. And right now, just look at this banishment. It's still going through my units, and in fact it's almost as if he's pathing it through my line, because it dropped here and it went straight through my entire line here. So all 4 units that were over here, and my light mage, actually it did no damage to the light mage. It was standing right in his path. But there also there goes the second unit of Lothern Seaguard. So archers, spearmen, white lions, and Lothern Seaguard, they're all fleeing, and this one unit was already sacrificed. I did manage to throw my white lions in here, but they got damaged by the Royal Altar of Gryphites. And there's much the same fate is going to follow for these white lions that are up against Sigmar's Sons. And Volkmar has already been ping-ponging across the back lines here, so my entire line collapsed. I had no front. The balance of power is hugely in favor of JonTaun here, and then he's just pushing in his Reichsguard here to do more ping-pong. So it's just pretty much a lost cause, and only now I'm activating my dragons. So and it pretty much happened before I even realized. I think I'm first going for the Celestial Wizard here, thinking, okay, this magic has been so powerful, I'm gonna have to shut him down. But that's gonna be too little, too late. There's still 2 Outriders shooting at my princess, and then also the Witch Hunter doing accusation and shooting my princess. So it was over pretty quickly. I can just put it at normal speed, and here's my Lothern Seaguard and my White Lions being pushed out, and then here is White Lines of Grace. So along with the banishment and all the... Still my guys are routing, but only now there's one coming back. But that's just after everyone's already in big troubles. I'm trying to save my princess here, and trying to expend some health with this Star Dragon. And I think I just gave a wrong attack order here. So she's now into the Sigmar's Sons, which is not really the best opportunity to do any killing power. I'm going to try and drop another breath attack, but there it goes. And I think it went down on the Royal Altar of Gryphites, yes, because I was fearing them the most. But in the meantime, these Outriders and the Witch Hunter are just doing away with my princess so quickly. It's yeah, I didn't babysit her enough. And she's just gonna drop that there, and then it's pretty much game over for me. So basically nothing really worked with the battle plan. Not even drawing up a line on the high ground, and from there everything went downhill. Also that amazing banishment over there. Just crazy. But in a way, I didn't. Okay, this is entertaining in a way if you're into pity, but I have enjoyed the whole experience overall. You know, it's not that I was doing a lot of multiplayer still. Then the meta of the game changed quite a lot after the introduction of Tomb King. So when the invitation for the tournament came around, I hadn't played since introduction of Tomb Kings. Not in multiplayer, I mean, I should say, because I did do like a 10-episode campaign of Clan Rictus. And here it goes, and a replay. And usually it's not that I roll over and die. I'm gonna try and create a build and give the better players some real opposition. Hopefully pull out a win. I'm fighting for a win every time. In this case, I felt quite discouraged really early on and I kind of lost it. So, but good game to JonTaun. Look at Volkmar here, 193 kills, which is awesome. And I think it's also thanks to that he's a caster, and there was some good use of magic here. But also the rest, the Witch Hunter, 0 kills, but only because he's been shooting dragons, and the same goes for the Outrider. This 1 kill is actually my princess. Royal Altdorf Griffites is the only unit that I was able to shut down effectively, but it means that I ignored too many others. The Reichsguard have been given a free hand basically. So has Volkmar been able to do ping pong around my back lines, and these guys were in the right position where I had my troops out of position almost the entire match. So yep, I must admit I felt sad after this. I felt like brushed off the field before it even started. So kind of embarrassing. But anyway, JonTaun has the experience. He's put in the hours. He's done his practice. He's studied the meta of the game. So, well, what would I expect? So good game once more to JonTaun. Thanks to ShadowOnlineGaming for hosting the tournament, and being part of this YouTuber community is really an awesome thing. That is something that I should stress. It's a lot of fun. And if that were the only thing, say that I would lose each and every game. It's been a wonderful learning experience, and also the majority of the players are just very welcoming to newcomers, which is a very sympathetic thing, I think, for people that could otherwise consider each other as competitors of sorts, but nothing of that. So very cool. I hope you've liked this one. For JonTaun's version of the game, go over to his channel. It's Total Brohammer. He hosts together with Sikarma, and they're both very able players. You will see JonTaun much more often in other tournaments. He's also playing with Turin quite often. If you've watched more multiplayer, then I'm sure you're familiar with Turin as well. He's in Group A actually, so in the same tournament. And I'm sure you'll come across JonTaun a lot more when you're interested in Warhammer 2 multiplayer online battles. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you do subscribe, and see you next time.